Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on that channel, and I wasn't gonna do a news video, but I decided to here. So this is Tuesday. I think I'm doing 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. I think, or excuse me, just 2 games, the Kentucky LSU game and then the Warriors game, so those 2 recaps. But I just wanted to do a news video tonight, just get that out of the way. So let's start with some football, some NFL here. So, rumors, Vikings star cornerback Byron Murphy Jr., he's seeking a contract in free agency that pays him over $20 million per season. Per Tony Pollard, he's more likely to receive offers between $18 and $18 million per season. Damn, dude wants a bag. I mean, over $20 million per season for him is kind of crazy. No? I mean, I don't think he's worth that kind of money, like $20 million per year. Like, it's kind of an overpay. Like, I think he's good, but I don't think he's worth like $20+ million. Per report, despite making star cornerback J.R. Alexander available for trade, many NFL execs think Green Bay will ultimately end up releasing him, per Schultz report. Like I'm saying with him, he's so good when he's healthy, but the thing is, he can't stay healthy. And the contract, because you can guarantee you get him with nothing more than a 5th. Like, I don't know what more you're gonna get. Like, the talent's there, it's just he can't stay healthy. But I mean, that's kind of an L though if you can't trade him for anything. Like, I know he has the injuries and shit, but you can't trade for him. My Dallas Cowboys, John Machata, he reports, my Cowboys are unlikely to draft a running back with the 12th pick, even if superstar Ashton Jeanty is on the board. With a deep running back class, which it is, Dallas could use one of their day 2 picks, 44 or 76, to address the position. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I mean, I think Ashton Jeanty's going to be a superstar, but there's good running backs. And if there's a wide receiver there, you want to get a wide receiver too. I would prefer to Torrey McMillan, but he ain't going to fall to 12. And I'm not sure how to feel about Luther Burden because of his past season at Missouri. I'm completely fine with picking a wide receiver, offensive lineman, or defensive lineman, but don't believe Jerry Jones. I won't believe this until the draft pick happens on that day. So Zach Wilson could draw some interest in free agency as a potential starting option, writes Nick Kosmider. At the very least, Wilson could be added to a team with a lack of options at the QB position where he could compete for the job. Oh boy, he's gonna get a second chance, isn't he? It's a joke, right? Surely, God. I mean, to be fair, it's the Jets, and he sucked. Jets just suck. I don't know. Depends where he goes. The Vikings won't be franchise tagging QB Sam Darnold per rap sheet. Barring a long-term contract with Minnesota, Darnold is slated to hit free agency. This does come as a shock to me, because obviously drafted J.J. McCarthy for a reason. With their first-round pick, I believe it was the 11th pick. Makes sense. I don't know what market he has, but we'll see if JJ's the real deal. I think he could be better than Sam Darnold. It's not saying much, but still, they got a good offense. I mean, if Sam Darnold can do with that offense, I think J.J. McCarthy can do it. Per report, the Dolphins remain unlikely to franchise tag their star safety Javon Holland, per JFL or ESPN. A very good safety is poised to hit the open market. Should have a nice market. I don't know why the Dolphins wouldn't bring him back, unless he doesn't want to stay there in the long term. Per report, the Jets will cut wide receiver Devontae Adams, and it could happen sometime this week, per Tony Pollard. Man, he gets traded to the freaking Jets. J-E-T-S, just in the season. And now he's going to get cut. Probably going to go wherever Aaron Rodgers goes. The Steelers are the current favorites to sign Aaron Rodgers, according to Poly Market Sport. we'll see. I feel like he's just kind of gonna milk this as long as he can to try and get some people to talk about it. Per report, the Giants made both an agreeable trade offer and contract offer for Matthew Stafford, but he ultimately decided to stay with the Rams for significantly less money, per the Rich Eisen show. Stafford probably prioritized winning and not having to uproot his life and his family. So, seems like the Giants wanted to trade him and give him a big contract. But he didn't want to go there. I mean, don't blame him. The offensive line sucks, and that team's just awful. And he likes to play in the playoffs, so that's probably a decision, too, where the Rams, he would still, at this point in his career, have a better shot to make the playoffs. Bills tight end Armani Rogers tore his Achilles while training when he undergo surgery. The Raiders are trying to trade tight end Michael Mayer, and there is interest from plenty of teams. Bauer's historic rookie season has made Michael Mayer expendable. So they're basically trading him away. I mean, you probably would have liked the idea of playing him together, but, I mean, Brock Bowers just that good. The Seahawks want to draft a quarterback this year, but won't force a pick, according to The Athletic. I mean, the quarterback class really isn't that good, so honestly, I wouldn't draft a quarterback. So, per Josiah Anderson, a QB coach from a team picking the top 7 of the draft, criticized Shedeur Sanders for being arrogant and brash. In team areas, brash. Who the fuck uses brash? And Josiah seemed to disagree with that statement. I don't know. I feel it's just kind of media-driven shit. Like, I don't think he's that arrogant. The Patriots will have interest in free agent wide receiver Chris Godwin as long as his medicals check out. Like, he's low-key one of the more underrated receivers in the NFL. I don't know if the Bucs will bring him back, but if they don't, the Patriots definitely need a receiver. The Bengals, per report, and superstar wide receiver Jamar Chase remain far apart in contract negotiations, according to DM Rossini. So, there's that, dude. If they end up fumbling and losing Jamar Chase, dude, that would be bad. But the Bengals, some more stuff. They're trying to trade defensive lineman Sam Hubbard and could cut him if a trade doesn't materialize. They would save $9.5 million. And Cat, this is part of the U Stadium. I mean, I could see this happening. I guess they want to save money to try and get back Jamar Chase. The Bengals are officially franchise tagging T. Higgins. So, franchise tag, he's staying back. Man, they really don't want to give him a big contract. So, unless Tyler Lockett's agent was able to agree to a revised deal with a lower cap hit, all signs point to the hashtag Seahawks releasing him per Corbin Smith NFL. I mean, he would be a decent pickup for any team, to be honest. He still has great hands, and he's a great third option in that slot. So he's still a good receiver. Still crazy how good Tyler Lockett is. Jimmy Johnson, he's announced his retirement from Fox after 30 years. Not to be confused with the legendary NASCAR driver, Jimmy Johnson. So, Darius Slay, despite being released, Darius Slay returning to the Eagles in 2025 remains a possibility per Schultz report. The Eagles are releasing the veteran quarterback Darius Slay, which was kind of what I thought could happen with him. He could agree like a 1-year cheaper contract, possibly, or he could go to Detroit with one last year. The Packers are signing linebacker Isaiah McDuffie to a 2-year deal worth up to $9 million per year. So, the Bills, it's believed to be a 50-50 chance on whether or not Von Miller will remain with the Bills in 2025. I mean, we'll see. Despite the rumors, the Seahawks have had no trade discussions surrounding DK Metcalf, their wide receiver, and are not expected to make him available per the Athletic NFL. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't think they would even trade. I didn't think they would trade DK Metcalf. The Lions were the most aggressive team that pursued Browns pass rusher Myles Garrett at the trade deadline, are in touch with Cleveland once again about a potential trade. The Bengals were releasing guard Alex Kappa, saving $8 million in cap space. Two teams strongly believe that QB Jackson Dart will be selected within the top half of the opening round per Jeff Foe. Happens every year. Someone massively overdrafts a QB3 and QB4. He might be QB2, but that's not saying much. Look, he's not that good. I don't see the hype with Jackson Dart. He's good at Ole Miss. He's a good college quarterback. I don't see him more as being a backup. Ole Miss offense is really good, but I mean, I don't view him more as I don't view him anything other than a backup quarterback. He could prove me wrong, but that's it. So let's start a few NASCAR things here. Some of the entry lists for Phoenix. Some of the notables for the Xfinity Series: Alex Bowman in the 17 car, El Morel in the 19, Brad Perez in the 45, and Thomas Anuzeta in the 70 car. 74th to be announced, but I think that's Dawson Cram. Another notable entry: Nick Lights in the 07. So there's some notable entries for the Cup Series. Catherine Legg in the 78 for Live Fast Motorsports. 37 Cup entries. It's the only notable one there. Catherine Legg is approved to race Cup at Phoenix. NASCAR cites her recent competition on high-speed ovals, Indy 500, the ARCA test practice, as well as that race having a 45-minute practice, so extended time for NASCAR to observe her. I know a lot of people are complaining. Oh, Mike Wallace. I don't know why people just all of a sudden pretend they're like big Mike Wallace fans. This is a short track compared to a super speedway. I don't know what people don't get. And she's actually raced recently. People are like, oh, crashed in the ARCA race because Cody Dixon took out like 20 cars. Look, Mike Wallace hasn't raced in, 10 years? So, get a grip and just shut the fuck up. I don't know why people are acting like they're big fucking Mike Wallace fans. So, the Chicago Street Race Weekend, the Saturday Night Headliners, the Zach Brown Band. And a little bit of chicken fry. So let's go over the Phoenix weekend, Phoenix schedule. Friday at 4:30, ARCA practice and qualifying, then at 8 p.m. on FS1, the ARCA race. Saturday, 11:35 on the CW app, Xfinity practice qualifying, 3:10 Prime, Cup practice qualifying on 4:30 on the CW, NASCAR countdown, at 5 p.m. the Xfinity race on the CW. Sunday, 2 p.m. FS1 and for NASCAR race day, and FS1 at 3:30 for the Cup race at Phoenix. Gregson and Reddick's cars are going to R&D for additional tech, so some of the NASCAR things. So, former NASCAR Pinty's champion, Trajan Lapsevich, signs with Venturini. Obviously, Dawson Cram will be driving for Mike Harmon Racing this weekend at Phoenix, so there's all a few NASCAR things. So, I'm talking about a few things here. Baseball that I've not covered last about like week. The Washington Nationals re-signed Kyle Finnegan, a reliever, to a 1-year, $6 million deal. Low-key a steal right there. Luis Hill, starting pitcher for the Yankees, has a high-grade lat strain and won't throw for at least 6 weeks. They're still gathering more information before announcing the exact timeline, per the Yankees manager Aaron Bone. So he probably will be out I'd say 7, 8 or more weeks. Jose Quintana and the Brewers, they agreed to a 1-year deal, per John Heyman, so he's going over from New York to Milwaukee. A good deal there, man. A 1-year deal. Quintana had a good year last year. We'll see how he does with Milwaukee. So we'll talk about some wrestling stuff. Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a steel cage next week on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles will call out Logan Paul. So I guess we're getting that at WrestleMania. It's going to be a good match there. AJ Styles, Logan Paul. John Cena and Cody Rhodes is official for WrestleMania 41. Io Sky won the championship tonight over Rhea Ripley, so we'll see what they do at WrestleMania with Bianca, Io, Rhea. They still do a triple threat, we'll see. Rikishi names Naomi as the greatest black female wrestler of all time. Rhea Ripley's overall in 2Ks in 96, Bianca Belair in 95. Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp were talking about John Cena's heel turn on First Take. Like me and C Sports said in his live stream that they could get some media attention if they do that heel turn and got some good media attention. Ray Phoenix has been removed from AEW's official roster on their website via PW Insider. But yeah, that's all the news I want to talk about. Wouldn't done NBA here, but I don't have enough time, and I think I talked about a lot that I need to talk about. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say here. So until next time, peace. Have a good night.